Hey everyone, it's Jacqueline for Pixie Dust PhD, and today we are going to do a mouse ears unboxing. Currently I only own two pairs of mouse ears. We have these lovely pineapple ones from Itsy Ear World, and then these sparkly purple holographic ones from the Mouse Crafty Shop. I will leave relevant links to everything in the description below. As you may be able to guess from these two boxes, I actually procured two more pairs of ears, so I have now doubled my collection. I love supporting small shops and getting to share that with you, so stay tuned. Let's start with this first box. This should be a pair of black ears from the Pixie Dust & Company on Etsy. These ears were listed at $27, and then with shipping and fees, it came out to a total of about $34. Overall, these took about 3 weeks to arrive to my home in the Washington, D.C. metro area. All right, let's get into it. They're packaged really nice. They have this sort of Easter grass in the back, and you can see that the ears look perfect. They really sparkle in the light, which is exactly what I wanted. These ears are puffy, but not overly fat, and they're a little bit on the smaller side. Not in a bad way, they just aren't giant ears. Size-wise, comparing to the previous ones I have from the Mouse Crafty Shop, you can just see that maybe these are extra large and these are a normal size, but certainly they feel a little small to me. That also means they'll be a little bit lighter on my head, so I'm not mad about it. Doing a quick comparison, it's kind of obvious actually that these from the Mouse Crafty Shop, my purple ears, are actually a lot heavier than these black ones, so maybe these will be more comfortable over time. The other thing I was able to notice is if you squish these, it feels like there's a piece of cardboard or something inside and then batting around it. Whereas if you squish these, I think this is just batting, which is maybe why it feels so much lighter. The box also came with this really cute thank you note. Small shops always just add the cutest little touches. The back also has a coupon for 15% off my next order. Then there's care instructions on the back telling you not to machine wash your ears. If they need a little touch up, just wipe with a damp cloth. They also recommend taking your ears off during faster rides, which makes perfect sense. Probably hard to see on camera because it's black on black, but the headband is lined with a black ribbon so you don't have the sequins directly on your hair. They feel pretty light and comfortable. It fits my head really well. They feel sturdy and solid. It doesn't feel like anything's going to fall off. I just love the way these sparkle and they'll go with so many outfits. Overall, I had a great experience with the Pixie Dust & Company. I got exactly what I ordered. It came packaged really nicely. We had literally no issues. Also, a 3-week turnaround time for small shop ears really isn't bad at all. The Pixie Dust & Co. on Etsy has loads of different styles to shop, and like I said, I highly recommend them. I went into this small shop experience expecting to just buy one pair of ears. I specifically wanted black sequin ears. However, when I was browsing on Etsy, this pair really caught my eye and I could not pass it up. Traditionally, I've tried very hard not to let myself become an ear collector because I just don't go to the parks that often, and the ears really don't serve any utility, at least for me, outside of the parks. But hey, everyone's had a wild year the last year, so I cut myself some slack. Plus, we have my upcoming trip to Walt Disney World, which definitely justifies one pair of ears in my opinion. And then I still need to celebrate becoming a Disney Vacation Club member. When we decided to buy Disney Vacation Club, actually my partner literally said, well, seems like it's time to buy you another pair of mouse ears. They aren't DVC themed ears, but I love them nonetheless. The second pair are rainbow silhouette ears from the small shop called Mouse Fitters. So it came wrapped like this. Super nice in this tissue paper, and there's just the cutest little sticker I will show you. I'll put a picture in right now. These are the rainbow ears. You can see how wonderful and fun they are, and I got a sparkle silver bow. You can basically pick whatever bow you want. I thought this would look very cute. The inside of the headband is lined with a purple ribbon, but it's not just a standard ribbon, it's got some texture to it. And then she also put two little grippies right on the top of the head to help keep the headband on my head. And like the black pair, I don't think there is a piece of cardboard on the inside of the ears. I think it's just filling. Feels completely squishy to me. I think these are just so fun. I don't know how many outfits they're gonna go with. Arguably they'll go with all of them because they're rainbow, but it might be a little bit much, but they're so cute. These ears are listed at $26. I got them while the shop was having a sale for around $22, and then they were also doing free shipping, so even with taxes, these ears came out to under $24. These ears aren't flat by any means, but they're definitely not super puffy. These are probably the least puffy ears I own, but honestly, I still think they look really good. And if they were too puffy, the pattern might get warped a little bit, so I think that this is a really smart choice. Often when you're purchasing from small shops, there's a place to leave notes to the buyer about what you want from your purchase. I found this shop to be incredibly accommodating. First, the description on the products let you know everything you really would have asked. The owner talked about the headbands and how they tend to be a little bit more loose. They also specifically said you could ask for a tighter fitting headband, which I did because my head is a little bit on the smaller side. And the headband fits really well and it's quite comfortable, so I'm glad that I did get one of these smaller headbands. Similarly, they noted that if you have a smaller head or you don't want the headband to be as loose, you could have these little grips added on the inside of the headband, so I asked for that. That doesn't even come at an upcharge, you just have to pay attention and ask, which is awesome. Then I was sort of a huge pain, and in my notes to the seller, I asked if the purple stripe on the front of the ears could be front and center. Purple is one of my favorite colors, and I often find that it is left out of rainbow merch, so when it is included in rainbow merch, not only am I excited, but also I usually want it to be prominently featured. In my opinion, this absolutely was a ridiculous request, and I even noted that to them. It wouldn't have been a big deal if the purple wasn't centered, but they took the time and effort to make sure that that happened in order to make me the happiest customer possible. And like I mentioned earlier, you can get the bow in virtually any color that they offer. You can choose a matching fabric bow or a bunch of other different colors. I just really like this sparkle silver. Adds a little pop of shine. These feel pretty light and comfortable. I'm definitely happy with the decision to get the grips on the top of the inside of the headband to help keep it on my head better. It definitely feels secure. I think the grips are helping a lot. And then finally in the box, they included my invoice as well as a little handwritten thank you note, which is always so appreciated. I'm so happy with my purchase, my 2 new ears, these beautiful black ones from the Pixie Dust & Company, and then these stunning rainbow ones from Mousefitters. Both of these came incredibly fast, about 3 weeks for the black ones and only 2 weeks really for the rainbow ones, which is shocking. If I'm going to spend money buying mouse ears, I'd much rather give that money to small shops rather than large corporations. Through small shops, you can also find really stunning and unique designs you wouldn't find elsewhere. Between these two, my purple ears and my pineapple ears, hopefully I'll have something to go with every outfit for my upcoming trip. If you're looking for small shops to support, I definitely recommend both Mousefitters and the Pixie Dust & Company. If you have a favorite small shop to buy ears from, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to try to be restrained and not purchase any more new ears for a while, but you never know. Window shopping online gets dangerous. Thanks so much to everyone who did leave a like on the video, and if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. You can ring the bell icon to receive notifications whenever I post new videos. And if you want to chat outside of YouTube, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at PixieDustPhD. Now I have to decide which ears I'm bringing to the parks. There is a high chance I'm just going to bring all 4 pairs, even though I probably shouldn't. How many pairs of ears do you bring to the parks when you go? I'm absolutely looking forward to hearing about your favorite small shops and how many pairs of ears you bring. Any other ear advice or tips I would also love to hear. I hope the rest of your day is truly magical, and we'll see you real soon at Pixie Dust PhD.